Why are you afraid of success if that's what you're working towards?
Kind of based on our own experiences, this is what we think is why.
Drop it.
Welcome back to our channel. My name's Candace.
And I'm Victor.
And this is Social Media Made Me Do It,
where we inspire real lessons.
In this video, we're going to talk a little bit about
success.
Yes.
And why we fear it so much. Like, is it something that we fear, or are we fearing something else? My fear of success came from somewhere a long time ago, from my childhood. And it has a lot to do with the kind of people, places, and things I was doing. And when I came to a place in my life of realization and kind of coming to terms that my environment and the way that it is now is not going to serve me of who I want to become, so I need to make a little changes.
Yeah.
And once you realize that shit, literally, you still can fear success. Yes. So there's more to it, of course.
Yep. Like for me, like I made those changes in my life, but then I also had the fear of what people would think if like, yo, like I'm successful. Like, what would they think of me? Would they think less of me? Would they think more of me? Would I be that person that people are afraid to talk to because they think that like, oh my God, she's successful. How did she get there? And I don't want to be that person.
And something I think about too is, what if I become successful and I tap into that and I don't know how to handle it? That's a real fear.
Yeah, because you always hear like, as fast as you get it, as fast as you could fall.
Yeah.
And after hearing that, that kind of like mentally, I think subconsciously has messed with me, because I'm like, oh my God, if I get it and I get it really quick, does that mean I'm going to lose it all?
Right. And I think that a lot of times too, is just like understanding that you are now shifting to a new paradigm, and understand, like when you have that visualization in your mind that you're about to enter this new state, this new way of being, and there's just so much uncertainty that you don't know what's going to happen, it can seem scary. Something we forgot to mention that we do before we meet up to do any video is we like to ground ourselves. And I'm also really big into essential oils, particularly Young Living. They're a really trustful brand. I've been using them for like 5-6 years now. And this is one of their newer ones, grounding oil. And so we forgot to put some on today. So I'm gonna do it now. It smells so good too. It's like, it smells like lavender a little bit. And like Stress Away, which is another oil, which is really fucking good. Really, I think that what's important, that I think we really want to say, is that it's not fear. What we came to understand is like, it's not the fear of success that we're so afraid of. It's the fear of change.
Yes. Yes. Because like when you are successful, things in your reality are going to start shifting. By default. You're switching, like Victor had mentioned, into a different paradigm. Your paradigm shifting.
Right. And yeah, so pretty much to kind of tap on that, we're just afraid of like what is going to come from it. You know, we're kind of afraid of what this new life is going to look like for us.
But that's fear in general, fear of the unknown.
Right. So it's not success that you're so afraid of. It's just realizing that with success comes a lot of change. It comes with having a part of you die. And a lot of us aren't ready for that part of us to die.
Yeah.
We hold ourselves back because we don't want to die.
It's almost that comfort. I can use like, so for me, I've had the same vehicle for the last 7 years. And I always say, you know, like whenever I have a new car, I'm not letting that car go. It could be on 2 wheels and I'm not letting that car go because I'm so comfortable with it. It got me so far. And I'm like, if I, you know what, say, you know what, goodbye to that car. Am I saying goodbye to everything I've been through and getting ready for what's to come? There's just, I literally just had realization right now. And what you said really just stuck, because that's what I'm actually dealing with right now, is that shift from then to now, to forward, to success.
And, you know, there's a saying that new levels equals new devils. And that just sounds very limiting. And I'm coming to this understanding now, because it's telling your brain that when you achieve a new level, or when you reach this state of success, because that's a new level, that new devils are going to come with it. That means new hardships, right? Or new pain. And it's like, why are we preparing ourselves for that? Why aren't we just preparing ourselves for success?
Yeah.
You know, so like,
Yep.
yes, new levels equals new opportunity. New levels equals new me.
Yes. I used to say new levels bring new devils,
Mhm.
because then that's what I was actually seeing, because I kept saying it.
Right. And then we start subconsciously like preparing ourselves for these devils. And it's like, it's really not serving us. It's actually doing a disservice, because now we're putting ourselves like almost in a traumatic state.
Yes. Yep.
You know, so like, yes, new devils may appear, of course, that's life. You know, there's good people, there's bad people, there's good things, there's bad things. Like, it's inevitable, but why are we preparing for that? Like, let's just prepare for the upward journey that we're taking.
New levels bring new opportunities. Affirm it down below in the comments. Affirm it, whatever video you're watching this in, on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, affirm it down below.
Yeah. And if you affirm the life that you want to live into existence and you really believe it,
Yes.
you don't even have to believe it, just affirm that shit. Like, affirm
No,
it.
you have to believe it, because if you don't feel like you believe it, it's not going to happen.
Yeah. Or sometimes, I mean, just to challenge that thought, because I totally agree, but just to challenge that thought, if you're someone that's just starting out and you've been living your life in this constant like pattern of limiting beliefs, and like you never really believed in yourself, and to shift and start saying things like that are actually serving you, it may sound a little fake. It may
Yeah.
sound a little like
Been there.
awkward.
Been there.
Because I've been there too. Like,
Yeah.
I would say things like, I am successful, I am capable. And I used to like cringe at my voice saying that, because I didn't quite believe it.
Yeah.
But the more you repeat it, and the more you surround yourself with that kind of, with things and people that prove what you're affirming, it becomes true.
Yes.
We're giving you this thing, right? We're telling you something that you probably already know. It's like, all right, well, fuck it. Whatever it is, I'm experiencing it and I'm not getting anywhere. Well, you also have to realize where it's coming from. We are carrying around other people's ideologies of what success looks like.
Yeah.
So that could be anyone from our family to the friends we used to surround ourselves with, or probably still currently do. So all of that collectively, it's what's creating this current ideology of what success looks like, and why it's so separated from who you are now.
Yeah.
And why it doesn't feel real, or why it feels so scary.
And that almost comes down to like someone else's limiting beliefs that they're putting on you. Right,
Yep.
Victor, you're not gonna do that, right? You're never gonna be successful.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna finish school though, right? You're not gonna just like let school go. I mean, you're gonna still do nursing, right? And it's like, what? It's like, fuck you. It's like, I'm gonna do actually whatever the fuck I want. Don't tell me what I'm gonna do, right? Like, don't project your life and your like pain points onto me.
Yes.
Okay, just hear me out. If I'm talking to you about my goals, about my ambitions, about my plans, like, just fucking listen. I'm not
Yeah.
asking you for your input, and if I am, be kind. This is not your life, you know? If you don't like what I'm doing in my life, then make sure you don't do it in yours.
Yep. And don't let someone put their limiting beliefs on you. When they're
Right.
saying that stuff to you, just let it go.
Mhm.
Just let it go, because if you dwell on what they're saying, you're holding yourself back. That's what they want, because they're limiting you. Remember that.
Right. So you can become successful. You literally just have to let certain things go.
Yep.
Let those beliefs go. Let those people go.
Yeah.
And step into your fucking power, because literally it's you. Like, no one is going to do it for you.
Facts.
And it's achievable. Like, that's the thing that fucks me up the most, is that
Yep.
success is open to everyone. Success, the opportunities that can lead to feeling of success is abundant.
Yes.
Like, there is so much that the universe has to offer. Don't be so closed away in this little box, because yes, you have experiences. Yes, you have your life, you know, story of how you've become molded into who you are today. But that's just a box.
Yeah.
Life is so much bigger than you.
Yeah.
Like, realize there are people out there right now who would throw you fucking money, who would like throw you opportunity. But if you don't put yourself out there, how is it going to happen?
Allow it to happen. A lot of the times, this is where we're getting in the way of our own success, because we're afraid of, okay, they're going to start throwing thousands of dollars at me. What am I going to do? How am I going to do that? Are they going to save my client? This and that.
Yeah.
And now you're actually blocking those blessings from coming into your existence, because you're afraid of what's going to happen next.
Right.
Once you break out of that box that he's talking about, break that box, because once you break out of that box, there's unlimited abundance that's going to be coming into your existence. Affirm it. Abundance. The universe is filled with abundance. Opportunity is everywhere. I am successful. Start affirming it. And then once you start affirming it, start believing it. Because when you start believing it, even the littlest things, like maybe getting an email from someone, or maybe like something unexpected happening for you, is going to come to your existence, right? And then this is the best part. You're going to be like, how did this happen? You're like, well, I believe that I am the successful person. So stop being afraid of success, because you have it in you. If no one's told that. And I know I believe in you, and I know
I believe in you. And literally, like, another thing that I think that's important is to rethink your relationship with money. Because if money is what's holding you back from success, thinking that money is scarce or that there's not enough around for you, you literally need to do some work. Like, you need to go on Google right now and say, how can I rethink my relationship with money?
Yo, we could do an entire video on that, because that is a topic that people, honestly, I don't think you really do understand that. Subconsciously, we're thinking of that when we're doing everything. That's in the back of our mind. I think we should do a whole video on that.
And we actually know someone who's been coaching around money for quite some time. And could be a great asset. We can definitely bring her on and talk about her perspective. And she talks about money mindset and how you can rethink your relationship with money and it help you grow. Like, if that's what's holding you back, you know, it's really those few things. It's our relationship with money, it's our fear of what others will think of us, and it's just ourselves and our own way based on our old belief systems. Like, knock those 3 things out first. Of course, there may be some more, but start there. Like, start reframing some shit.
Because you got to start somewhere, and if you want change, you have to start now.
Get
uncomfortable, do it now. Drop it in the comments below. I know I always tell you guys to do some work, but drop it in the comments below. Did this video help you? Are you going to start making that shift? And don't forget to click the subscribe button below and the bell for notifications for when we drop our next video.
You start understanding that you can actually tap into this power of yours is when you start veering in a direction towards success.
Facts.
So really, tap into your power, because you have it. Like, you literally have it. And, you know, you're human, so give yourself some, like, space, give yourself some compassion. You know, we have been on this journey of ours for quite some time. She's a little bit ahead of me. I'm just starting this entrepreneur lifestyle life out. I'm really putting the pieces together. And even with that, with whether she's ahead of me or I'm behind her, we still both experience these moments of like fear of the unknown, fear of, you know, uncertain, of not knowing what's going to happen next. Am I going to survive? Am I going to make this? And I think what we need to understand is that that's normal. And I think that's why it's important to create community and, you know, create a new belief system, because when those thoughts and those feelings come up, you already have the tools in your little toolbox to tap into so that you don't continue to feed that negative thought. What I do is, I reach out to people when I experience those like blockages. People I love, or I watch a motivational, video. I'll go on social media, made me do it, and watch one of their YouTube videos. But you know what I mean? Like, you have to get yourself equipped with the tools first, so that when you do come across these blockages, which will happen from time to time because you are alive, and it's normal to experience these things, you can help support yourself in a way that regulates these emotions a little bit faster and gets you back to a state of equilibrium. So just remember, you're not broken, you're not incapable, you are actually, in fact, amazing, and you can do such powerful, beautiful things, and you just got to start, and you just got to recognize.
And just know you're right where you need to be, right here, right now.
All right, so that's all we got for you today in this video. We really hope that we provided you with some kind of value. We hope that we opened up your mind to a different perspective. And, like Hannah said, if you really took something away from this, drop it in the comments below. We love to hear what you have to say, what you feel about the video. and maybe some ideas if you have for some future videos that you would like to see.
Yep, and maybe even tell us some of your experiences on maybe getting through these blockages of getting to success and how you handle it up until this point.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we're trying to build community here, so definitely let's help each other grow. Thank you for watching this video. Until next time, namaste.